Okay, so in today's video, we're gonna focus on how to be magnetic and irresistible and irreplaceable. Stay tuned, you don't wanna miss this. Hey everyone, it's Kim Velez, a conscious life and success coach, and I am so excited to do this video with you today. But before we dive in and really talk about how powerful you are, how easy it is to adopt this new identity and shift into this reality where you are magnetic, confident, irreplaceable, and irresistible, I want to remind you that if you feel like you need additional support other than my free content, please go to my website. The link is below. We are in the process of fixing some issues that unfortunately arose with my free workbook. So hopefully that'll be fixed in the next day or so, if it's not already fixed by the time this airs. But my website, I have all the different ways you can work with me. I have email coaching, one-on-one private video coaching. I have group monthly coaching, as well as a paid Facebook group. And I definitely have my self-guided courses, which are how to manifest your SP back and keep them for good, because that's what it's all about. As well as you are the prize. It's all about your self-concept and building up you when it comes to love and relationships. So everything can be found on my website, www.kimvelez.com. All right, so let's talk about this. So this is what I do personally, which, listen, you guys have been a testimony yourselves to my appeal, right? Everything I've been affirming about being attractive and sexy, et cetera, you guys reaffirm for me every single day, pretty much, for several months. And this happens everywhere I go. You know, I'm in the elevator, I have men flirting with me, I have, women talking to me, complimenting me, I get complimented on the randomest stuff. Whether it's my clothes, my style, my hair, my smile, I can have a mask on and I'm still getting hit on. And it isn't like to brag or anything. It's to help you understand that how you see yourself is how the world has to follow, right? They see you the same way. So when you start affirming a story that I am magnetic, I am irreplaceable, I am undeniable, I am radiant, I am beautiful, I am handsome, I am sexy as fuck, I am the most attractive, I am confident, then people have to see you that way. And it's really interesting to watch. And a lot of you that are in my free Facebook group, and even my paid Facebook group, you are doing these self-concept challenges. It's not even a challenge, it's just changing your self-concept every day and affirming and focusing on the version of you that you wanna be. And you're getting the feedback quick in your reality. And this is so much fun. And the real cool thing is, the more you do it, like, it just becomes so evident and natural and obvious, and it just happens all the time. Like, sometimes in the beginning when we start affirming a new story and the 3D's conforming, we might get hit or miss here or spotty. Like, you'll have someone, literally usually parrot back like what you're saying, or, you'll have a couple people who are, affirming something that you've been affirming, or they'll repeat it back to you. But then the more you persist in this is why you persist until it hardens into fact, it becomes your day-to-day life. It becomes who you are when you walk out the door, right? Or not even when you walk out the door, it's who you are as soon as you wake up. And the more you affirm this and create this story about who you are, it becomes a natural assumption, and the 3D has to consistently reflect that back to you, because now it's a natural assumption, which means it's in your subconscious. It means it's a part of how you see yourself, who you think you are. So you can do this in all different areas, right? You can do this in, business, you can do it with friends, family, your weight, whatever. So when you've been a certain version of yourself for a long time, like, you're in a habit. This is what we're all doing. We're breaking habits and creating new ones. You're creating a new mental habit, a new thought pattern, right? That's the mental habit, a new emotional habit, and then a new behavioral habit. To be the version of you. When you start affirming that new version of yourself, your ideas and perspectives change. And you do this with being magnetic, right? You can do this with being radiant. You can do this with being unforgettable and undeniable. You're turning into this confident, sexy, attractive, desired, wanted version of yourself. And it does have to mirror back to you. But this version of you, the more you affirm that this is who you are, and you're moving into that reality where that version of you is that person, you see things different. You'll have new ideas, new information that will help you in your journey in the sense of being in that wish fulfilled, or actually becoming that version of you that feels this way constantly, right? You'll think differently, do differently, and be differently. And this is the fun part to me too, obviously seeing it reflected back in your 3D. So when we're doing magnetic, when we're doing confident, sexy, wanted, enchanting, alluring, beautiful, handsome, desirable, a goddess, irresistible, unforgettable, whatever it is that you want to become, then you need to think of that person, right? So you think from that place of, this is who I am this. Or you can do affirmations, whatever you prefer is easier for you. Why am I so magnetic? Why is everything that I want easily, drawn to me? Why am I so unforgettable? Why is everyone that I'm interested in like head over heels in love with me? Why am I so fucking easy to love? And just go into this beautiful story, or just claim it. I am easy to love. I am the woman or man that any relationship I want, I get, because I am unforgettable and amazing, and my partner knows it. Whatever. So when you start doing that, again, you're shifting yourself into the reality where this is who you are. So two things happen. Internally, you change because now you see yourself different. So you catch yourself. You literally change your internal state through affirming. I mean, this is why I laugh when people are like about feelings and such. It's like, yeah, we know this, but they're not understanding that their thoughts are what are creating the feelings. So affirmations are how you get to the feelings, whether you visualize or any technique you use, it requires you to think. So you are thinking the story that you desire. You are thinking of the version of who you want to be. You are thinking of, the circumstances you prefer to have and the versions of people you would rather experience in your reality. And then through that process, you change your internal state because you are becoming a new version of you. So this is how you get magnetized, drawn. I am magnetic. I am beautiful. I am handsome. I am radiant. I am so attractive everywhere I go. People notice me, whatever it is that you want, right? But you're going to see in your reality when you do this, how people respond. I mean, I get told, it's so cute. Like, I'll literally just, get in my elevator in my apartment building. And the other day I had a girl and she was like, hi. And I'm like, hi. And she's like, oh my God, I just want to tell you, like, you wear the cutest clothes. I love your style. She's like, I've seen you all the time. I wanted to say something to you, but I didn't want you to think I was a weirdo. And I'm like, oh my God, no, that's so sweet. And then the other day I was at the car wash. This was like 2 weeks ago, and I have a freaking mask on, and like you can't see anything with the mask. And this guy's like a very, we'll just say he was an NFL player. He was hitting on me and wanting to get my phone number and was chatting me up, and I said no. But the point is I became this version of me through changing my self-concept and affirming that I am magnetic, I am wanted, I am desirable, I am the most attractive everywhere I go. People are always drawn and magnetized to me. Love is always following me. Love is always chasing me, right? People who want commitment with me are always reaching out to me and contacting me. So I love to do general affirmations. I do a lot of specific as well, but it's just fun. You just have fun with it. And you'll see your world shift. You'll see everywhere you go, things start to shift and people will start coming up to you more and more. You're going to get the feedback in your reality constantly. I mean, this even today before I came here, it's a Sunday. I came into my office on my day off because I just felt inspired to make this video. And just walking out of my car, there was a man with his 2 daughters and he starts chatting me up and flirting with me. And it was very sweet, and it's just, it happens all the time. And again, I'm not saying this to like brag. I'm saying that when you choose the story of who the fuck you are and how people see you, your world has to conform. So it doesn't matter if it's general or specific, people in your reality conform. And the more you stick to the story, you will start to see it move constant. And I love this as a reminder for everyone as you pushed out in this way, because when you're doing general like that and you start having random people and people constantly start coming in and reaffirming this new story for you, right? Then this is how it's going to boost you up with your specific person. Is the more you persist in that story of course your specific person has to see you that way too. If all these other people are coming in and reflecting to you your inner thoughts of who you are and what you're affirming, so does your specific person. And the more you persist in claiming who you are and the reality that you desire, then you will see it becomes a habit, in the sense that every day you start experiencing it. Like, I literally every day experience this on some level. It's some level every day. I get at least, 3 to 5 people reaffirming my story in my mind. And it always trips me out, especially like in the YouTube comments. That always cracks me up, because I can literally just switch an affirmation and start affirming like a new affirmation, that just like a random one that I never affirmed before. And then all of a sudden, somebody in the YouTube comments will literally say my affirmation, and I always laugh, But for those of you that don't have a YouTube channel, so you can't kind of see that consistency with YouTube comments, just start picking a story of how magnetic and desirable and attractive you are, and how sexy you are, and how wanted you are, and how pursued you are, and just persist in that story. And if you want to do it general or your specific person or both, go for it and watch the magic unfold. Stick with it. Don't do it obsessively. I'm not sitting here all day like, oh my God, I'm this, I'm that, blah, 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 blah. It's when my mind is idle. It's anytime I'm in the car, when I'm, making lunch or breakfast or things like that, when I'm not busy working or dealing with people in real life, then my mind is idle. So when my mind is idle, I don't let it go idle. I redirect it and tell it what it's going to focus on, because my consciousness creates my reality. So you do this too. Who do you want to be in your reality? Do you want to be the most sought after? Do you want to be the most pursued and wanted? So just persist in that. Do you want to be easy to love, easy to fall in love with? Do you want to be commitment material? You want to be wifey material, husband material? So people will have to start seeing you as such. And listen, I have seen, heard my SP say the same things back to me, anything I'm affirming, but also general. So do you want to be this magnetizing person when you walk in a room, you turn heads, or just amazing people who can benefit you in your life for whatever that means for you? Your higher self will know, right? That they are always drawn to you like a powerful magnet, because you are radiant and magnetizing. So the more you stick with affirming something, because you're focusing on it, it comes in more and more and more regularly. So this is why persist until it hardens into fact. So have fun with this stuff, play around with it, and become magnetic, alluring, radiant, most desired, wanted person in the fucking world. All right. So I hope you found this video helpful. Please like, share, and subscribe if you did, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.